I'm an artist. I use different mediums to express myself. I do traditional arts, and then I also do 3D animation and computer graphics. Yes, I come from Kagiso. This is where I spend most of my time. But I was actually born in Soweto, in Meadowlands. So this is where my roots are based. I started my journey as an artist from a long time ago, from when I was a child. And then I professionally decided to go to a school, college to be specific, where I learned different art forms. So it was that part of my life that really helped me to grow as an artist, to know how to express myself, to be patient, to know what it takes, to really finish something that you start. So it was, it was a crucial part in my growth. How long did it take me to hone my craft? Yeah, it took me 3 years of just playing around before I decided to study in a tertiary institution, which took me about 4 years. And then after that, this is where I had to start making money. So I started by painting, attending exhibitions in my neighborhood. I used to do logos. I used to design logos for local NGOs, for initiatives that we had, and also for our own initiative amongst my friends, because we also worked together and shared our skills. And then I got an opportunity to further my studies, and this is why I decided to go to Cape Town to study animation. And this took my career and my skills to a whole other level. As a way of giving back to my community, I was part of the initiative that started the local radio station in Kagiso, the neighborhood that I grew up in. And I contributed by designing a logo of KGS media initiatives, and we also got petitions from the locals so that we can get approval for opening the radio station. The time that I spent in the township, or my neighborhood, and all the things that I got involved in, I realized that I also had to find a way of sustaining myself. But to be able to take my art to the next level, I had to also do other things, because I worked at a garage, believe it or not. I used to be a petrol attendant, and I used to also be the cashier, I hated it, really. It was very stressful sometimes, but it's one of the things that I had to do. Sometimes I also got odd jobs from my mom, and I would work in some factory, picking up nuts and bolts, that sort of thing. But then the best, I'd say, is the shift that happened, that helped me to kind of really step up my game. It was when I got a job at Greenpeace. It represented many different things, I believed in what they're doing, but to also not work a corporate job and feel like I'm contributing to the betterment of the environment. That I love the whole vision, so that's what drew me to it, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I learned how to speak to people. I learned how to open up myself, because I was a shy person. So through that experience, I really learned how to express myself in front of people and really have the confidence to speak to people and share my passion and vision with them. So it was an eye-opening experience, because it made me realize that I could also use the same passion to really do the things that I felt great about, the things that I was most passionate about, my beliefs, my values, and all of these principles that I live by, to put that energy into my art and expressing that, through my art. So doing that, then I got an opportunity to go to Cape Town. Coincidentally, I wanted to study animation there. There's a college that I wanted to go to, which was known to be the best, so I wanted to be part of that. I felt like this was what was gonna really help me to manifest my dreams, exactly the way that I did. Opportunities of going overseas with the quality, of work that I was gonna produce. That was already that was a reality, Yo, how's it? I'm just going out for a beach stroll, so yeah, enjoy the view. luckily, because I was good at my job, I was really, like, yeah, not to brag, but I was killing it. So I had the privilege, of being granted the opportunity to go to work in Cape Town. Yeah, the whole story around it, to be honest, is really, I can say, magical, or like the synchronicity of events was amazing, because there was an opening just when I had decided that I was going to go to Cape Town, without even asking anybody, without even knowing if they were going to say yes or no. I'd already decided that I'm going to Cape Town, and that was the end of the story. Somehow I would make it, even if they didn't have a post for me, that I would get the job and hustle the way that I was hustling with what I was doing with Greece. That's how confident I felt at that time. Just before I left, the time that I spent, with my boys and just everybody. I remember we actually shooting a music video at that time. It was crazy. Music video at that time. It was crazy. Like a celebration, of a new chapter in my life. That was epic. Things happened, and then guess what? Now I had an opportunity to go work in Germany, or to live in Germany. Let me just put it that way. And that was, a life-changing experience. Yeah, so from Meadowlands to Kagiso, and then Cape Town, and then Germany. This is how my life progressed, and it's by being authentic and really believing in your vision no matter where you are, and not allowing your environment to determine your possibilities. Anything is possible. Where there's will, there's way, So if you have the will to create anything or to do anything, then there will always be a way, as long as you are making the effort to really fulfill your dreams. And that's my story. Yeah, what does that mean? For me, it means being authentic. It means standing up for what I believe in. It means rising up to the challenge. Because when you have a dream, then there will always be obstacles. There are so many things that you can look at that can keep you from pursuing your dreams. But when you own up, then you're saying, okay, I'm a man, and I'm willing to face whatever challenge, comes my way. And however long it takes,